What is up, guys? This is the day we've all been waiting for. We've got the GT500 out at NCM as well as the 350R, and we are going to see which one is quicker on track today, which one I prefer to track, all of that good stuff. I am super excited. I've been waiting a long time for this. For those of you guys that don't know, this is my competition prepped GT350R. This car is on Hoosier A7 competition DOT slicks, full weight reduction. I mean, this car has pretty much everything you would need to cut some serious lap times. Full aero, full GT4 aero on the front, FP350S wing on the rear, and we're going to be putting that up against the 2020 GT500 carbon fiber track pack. So if there's any factory Mustang that's capable of dethroning the 350R out here, it's this car. I've had the 500 on track, as you guys know. I know it's really fast. I know it's gonna be close. And to be 100% honest, guys, I really don't know which one's gonna be faster. Same day, same driver. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna take the 350R out first. It's been about a year since I've been in this car on track, so we're gonna get acquainted with it again. Usually takes about one lap to get these tires up to temperature. I'll tell you, this car is meant to be out here. The 500 is also a fantastic track car, but there's just something about the 350R on track. It's so precise, so confident. And of course, that 8,200 RPM red line and the sound of that flat plane crank engine never gets old. both of these cars are incredible achievements. Shout out to Ford Performance for giving us such great machines to come out here and play with. So first time out in a 350R in about a year was a success. A lot of fun as always. Now let's hop in the 500. Alright guys, now we're going to do the same thing in the GT500. We're just going to go out, run about 8, 9 tenths pace. That way we've got a good feel of both cars before we let them loose. I didn't think you could feel the weight as much, but after hopping right out of the 350 and into this, you definitely feel it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, boy, it's an amazing amount of difference between the two cars once you hop out of one and into the other. Funny feeling is not having the harnesses. Yeah. We're gonna put her in auto mode, let the car do its thing. Understeering without the arrow. Yeah. Understeer. Wow, that's incredible, dude, just from the hood vent. Yeah, woo! 141. It's fast. It's got more, dude. I was understeering like crazy all through 5. I cannot believe how much of a difference that hood vent makes. That is unbelievable. Even at under 100 miles an hour, I mean at 60 miles an hour, you can totally feel it. This car did not understeer at all when I had it out before. That's the only difference, is having that hood, the rain guard in there. So yeah guys, first impressions, both cars same day. I gotta say, I misjudged a little bit how much I thought these cars were very, very similar on track. And I think it's just because I haven't been in the R on track in about a year. This September it'll be a year. The R just has unbelievable grip and braking capabilities. And you really, whereas in this car, I really kind of thought that I could only feel the weight in transitions through the S sections and stuff like that. I could feel the weight everywhere after hopping right out of the 350R. I mean, it's definitely a lot more rolly. The body roll is definitely a little bit more noticeable, and just the way the car throws itself around, you could just feel the weight, if that makes sense. but still brutally, brutally quick, and the acceleration more than makes up for whatever it's lacking in grip. All right, guys, so we got a chance to get both cars out on track, kind of get reacquainted with both cars. That way both of them are kind of fresh in my mind. One thing I will say is I am completely in awe by how much this hood vent actually makes a difference. For that last one, we actually forgot to take out the rain tray here, blocking off the hood vent. And I mean, the car was understeering everywhere. Anything over, I'd say about 60 miles an hour or so, and noticeable understeer, which just was not there before. So definitely these hood vents are not only needed, but 100% functional. Up over 100 miles an hour, it's actually quite a bit of understeer as compared to when you're not running the rain tray there. So that was one thing to note. Other than that, guys, you know, I am super, super impressed with this 350R. The grip and braking capabilities of this car are absolutely incredible. I think, honestly, this is still a new setup for me with all the aero, and I honestly believe we're just scratching the surface of what this thing can do. But still, we're gonna see what both cars can do today. Same driver, same day, and we're gonna start with the 500. So I'm gonna hop in the 500 and we're gonna throw some laps down and see what we can get. guys, unfortunately we did run out of time for the day, so we're not going to get a chance to run both cars one more time. But you know what? I do think both of them equally have a little bit left in them, probably a second or two. I'll just have to go at, you know, baby step my way there in both cars. Both of them are absolutely amazing cars to drive on track. The GT500 is brutally quick down the straightaways, pretty much an acceleration. It's just brutally quick. It's really easy to handle this car at the limit. When it does start to slide, it's a really progressive slide. It's really easy to correct and handle the car. Same thing with the 350R, except everything is just exaggerating. The grip is incredible. The braking is incredible. It just does not accelerate nearly as quick as the GT500. And that's why you're seeing that the GT500 is capable of running just as good, if not better, lap times than a fully competition prepped race car, essentially. Now, I will admit, guys, I do think there is somewhat of an issue that we're having with the 350R. You know, I tried my best to get both cars out here, both cars prepped and ready to go and being as equal as possible. Both cars are on slightly used tires, so the tires are, you know, they're going to have a little bit more in them. If we were on brand new tires, maybe up to 2 seconds, I would say. You really do lose a lot from a fresh tire to one that's been heat cycled quite a few times. But both of these tires have been heat cycled probably about an equal amount of time. I would say, you know, 10 heat cycles on both sets of tires. You know, it's really an even matchup all the way around. But like I was saying, I do think we might have had some type of issue with the R. I think we might have knocked the toe out in the rear. The reason why I say that is going into left-hand turns, it just has a really aggressive turn in. It bites immediately and kind of wants to rotate the rear around. Only on left-hand turns, that's why I think it's the toe issue. But it's definitely not the kind of feeling that promotes confidence. And that might have been holding me up a half a second to a second. Now we just, you know, come out and learn the cars a little bit more each time we bring them out. And hopefully we get down closer towards that 210 range where I truly believe both of these cars have the potential to be. All right, guys, real quick before I end this video, this is something I did want to talk about ever since I got the 500, but I really wanted a chance to drive both cars on track same day, really have it fresh in my mind before I, you know, really say which car I prefer. But I'm gonna have to say, guys, I still prefer the GT350R. This, in my opinion, is the best Mustang that has ever been built and offered by Ford. Not to take away anything from the GT500, I absolutely love that car. It's the best street car I've ever had in my life. It's brutally fast, it's great on track, but as a super track enthusiast, as I like to call myself, there really is nothing like the 350R. It's so much more engaging, it's more precise, it sounds better. It's just a better track car. It's cheaper on consumables, it uses less fuel, it uses less tires, it uses less brakes. It's just flat out a better track car. So I hope that, you know, kind of settles it for you guys. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking which car I prefer, and I have to pick the 350R. But again, not to take away anything from the 500, I absolutely love that car, and it's definitely not going anywhere. And I'll tell you this, I cannot wait to put a set of Hoosiers on this car, because that may change how I feel about it. But even a stock R is just, in my opinion, it's just a better car for a track enthusiast. But that is really gonna do it for this video, guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.